Hi, in this lesson I'll show you how you can solve quadratic equations by using completing the square method. Let's start with question A. We have x squared minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. Our first step is to bring the plus 3, the constant term, to the right side. So we have x squared minus 5x equal negative 3. Because we have plus 3 on the left, when we bring it to the right, we change the sign. It becomes negative 3. Next step, we add half of the coefficient of x and square it to the left and also to the right side. These three terms form our perfect square. In other words, it can be rewritten as x minus 5 over 2 square. You can check this out yourself by expanding this. It should give you back this function here on the left. So on the right side, let's simplify what we have here. We have minus 3 plus. When we square this fraction, we should get 25 over 4. 25 over 4 is equivalent to 6 1/4. In other words, we should get 3 1/4. We write this down as it is. This 3 1/4 is the same as 13 over 4. Now, next step, we get rid of the square here by finding the square root of both sides. We should have x minus 5 over 2 equal to plus and minus square root of 13 over 4. We can find x as by moving the negative 5 over 2 to the right side. And because this is negative, when you bring it to the right, it becomes positive. The square root of 13 over 4 can be rewritten as square root of 13 over 2. When we work this out, we should get two values for x. Those two values of x are x equal to 5 plus square root of 13 over 2, or x equal to 5 minus square root of 13 over 2. If you use your calculator, you should get the two answer 4.30 or 0.70 to 2 decimal places. Now let's look at question B. Question B, the value or the coefficient of x squared is not 1, it's 3. So in such a case, we divide throughout by 3. That means we divide each term by 3. This 3 and the 3 here will cancel out. So we are left with x squared plus 8 over 3 x minus 2 over 3. Now the minus 2/3, if brought to the right side, will give us plus 2 over 3. Plus 2/3 on the right side. Now we have to add 8 over 6. That is, we take the coefficient of x and divide by 2. We should have 8 over 6. And then we square this. 8 over 6 can be reduced to 4 over 3. So let's change it to 4 over 3. And we square it. Since we are adding this to the left, we must also add it to the right side. Now these 3 terms will give us our perfect square, which is x plus 4 over 3. One tip to remember is that if the sign here is plus, here will also be plus. But in the previous question, if the sign is negative and positive, the sign within the bracket here will be negative. So let's work out the right side of this equation. We should get 2/3 plus 16 over 9 when we square this fraction. What do we get when we add this together? We should get 22 over 9. That means you multiply this by 3 and 3. 2 times 3 will give you 6. 6 and 16 will be 22 over 9. Alright, so on the left side, the bracket remains the same. So the next step is to get rid of this square by finding the square root of both sides, as we have done in the previous question. So x plus 4 over 3 equal square root of this. And when we square root of this, we should have plus and minus 22 over 9. This can be rewritten as plus minus 22 square root of 22 over, because the square root of 9 gives you 3. So we can write 3 here. Notice that the square root no longer include the 3. It's only for the 22. Now let's bring the plus 4 over 3 to the right side. First, I'll write the bracket as it is. Next step, I'll bring the plus 4 over 3 to the right, which should give me negative 4 over 3 plus minus square root of 22 over 3, which should give me two answers, negative 4 plus square root of 22 over 3, or negative 4 minus square root of 22 over 3. Now if you use your calculator, the answers you get will be, you should get the values to 0.23 or negative 2.90 to 2 decimal places.